What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name, of course, is Multikillshd, and today I want to talk about a couple things referring to the last Call of Duty tournament, and that is the UMG Chicago $10,000 tournament, and it ended up causing a lot of controversy at the end from not just the Aches and Nadeshot situation, which what happened was, I'll go ahead and give you a little brief overview of that. What happened was Nadeshot, after they ended up winning the tournament because he plays for Optic and they were going against Complexity, Nadeshot went over and got like an inch away from Nake's face and started like bragging about it, and Nate ended up pushing him, and it ended up having Nadeshot acting like a 5-year-old, acting like he was going to do something about it, even though we all know Nadeshot was not going to do anything. So that caused a lot of controversy because everybody's like, well, Nadeshot got in his face, and that's what caused this all to happen. And then everybody's like, well, Aches is just a sore loser. Well, I'm pretty sure that if anybody had, a little bit of common sense, after you lose something that involves money, you don't go over and just get an inch away from somebody's face and start bragging about it. That's just not what you do. So I'm going to have to say Nadeshot was the one in the wrong, not Aches, because think about it. If somebody did that to you, I'm pretty sure anybody would react the way that Aches did and pushed him back a little bit to get out of his face. And after the event is what caused a lot more controversy, more than what happened before. Nadeshot's girlfriend, Emily, was the one that actually set up the tournament, and when people were starting to look around, seeing who played who in the brackets, and who had a really, really easy run, people were starting to notice that Optic had a lot easier first 5 rounds or so in the tournament, and then started stepping up their game when they only had 3 teams left to go against. So a lot of people are saying the tournament was set up to make Optic win, and what I'm going to go ahead and say is I don't disagree with these people. What I'm going to say is the reason why these tournaments are set up in favor of some teams other than the other ones is, if you guys don't know by now, Sundance, who's the leader of MLG, or the owner of it, whatever you want to call it, has went bankrupt with MLG 3 or 4 times now. And what happened is he basically dropped COD in general. He doesn't want to support COD because it doesn't make him money. So what he's doing right now is he's focusing on StarCraft, and he's also focusing on other things such as League of Legends. Now you may say, how does somebody go from COD to League of Legends and StarCraft? Well, you gotta think about it as a business aspect. Call of Duty brings in 10 to 15,000 viewers in the finals of an MLG stream. And you may say, that's not that bad. Well, if you look at it in a business aspect, League of Legends and StarCraft get $300,000 to $400,000 per finals of each game. And, if you're making money off of something, you'd rather go with the one that, is getting 10 to 15 times more views than the other one is. And that's exactly why I believe this tournament was set up, is because they're trying to get Sundance's attention that these Call of Duty streams are improving. Now, how are you even going to say that they're set up, you're probably asking right now? Well, it's simple. If you have Optic, who has 4 or 5 or 600,000 subscribers on YouTube, and you know that they're going to be in that finals and they're going to be tweeting it out, then you're going to get a lot more viewers than somebody that nobody knows about in the finals. And Complexity being in the newer teams, it kind of proved that point, because Complexity actually won the most maps out of this tournament, which, think about it. If you want to go watch an NBA Finals game, if somebody won 33 matches, or 35, not even including the last Finals game, and then they lost because the other team only won 15 or so, you would be pointing the finger at other people too. I'm not going to say that somebody can't just say that they are not, because people need to understand. The only reason that there's MLG tournaments to begin with right now is because these smaller things such as UMAD Gear, UMAD Gaming, whatever the case is, they're supporting these guys because they see a profit margin for advertising. So if they don't have anybody viewing these streams, like what would be the case of Optic, Farico, Complexity, and a couple other people that are just starting to get decently known, we're not in the finals. I mean, if it was Optic and Fear in the finals, I guarantee you they would have pulled 25 to 30k viewers. Now you may say, why? Well, they're the most known 2 teams right now. Fear has, I don't know, 20-something thousand subscribers on YouTube, and then they have all those guys. And then you guys think about Optic, and what do you know? They both had easy brackets. Well, you want to know why? They're trying to make money off of it. And I'm not saying that's right, because if you look back in 2008, 2009, 2010, and I'd say portions of 2011, a lot of unknown teams were winning every single Call of Duty tournament. But now, with unknown teams pretty much getting thrown under the bus because you have Optic pretty much going against every single easy match that they can see right now, because they know that they want them in the finals so that people don't leave after Optic loses, which is a majority of the case. I mean, if somebody's only a fan of Optic and Optic loses in the first round, you know, nobody's going to be watching it. So that is my opinion on it, guys. I do believe that there is some truth about it, but I'm not going to say they're fully rigged to make Optic win, because they did have to beat a couple good teams toward the end. So that's just my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think. Was it rigged? Was it not rigged? Was some of it rigged? Whatever the case is. Interested here. Anyways, my name is Multikillshd. I'm out. Peace.